All right, fourth grade, this is a problem we actually already worked when we were figuring out perimeter, when we were finding out who had the room with the largest perimeter. But now I want to work it, and what if the question asked us, who has the room with the larger area? So first I'm going to go ahead and read the problem, and we're going to work this one. The perimeter is all worked in black, but we're going to work this one in pink so you guys can use the same word problem and see just a small tweak or change in the question could give us a totally different answer. So let's read the question because we always start there. Jason's bedroom is 12 feet by 9 feet. John's room is 8 feet by 14 feet. Who has the room with the largest perimeter? We already answered that one in another video. Who has the room with the larger area? So we definitely want to make sure we underline this question because it's a different question. Perimeter and area are not the same thing. So we've already labeled it, and we would do the same thing. We said this was Jason's bedroom, and we came over and we drew it because visuals are so helpful in math. Jason's bedroom is 12 feet. 12 feet. We would do that for area by 9 feet. 9 feet wide, right? And we said if this is 9 feet, we know that this is also 9 feet. And we said we know if this side right here, if the length is 12 feet, this side is also going to be 12 feet, right? And we know that length, remember we had said, is kind of the same thing as height, right? Length and height are the same thing. So if my height here is 12 feet, my length is also 12 feet. Those are they kind of go hand in hand. So we want to know who has the room with the larger area. So again, we're comparing larger. We're going to be comparing Jason's bedroom and John's bedroom, right? And we want to know what are we trying to find? Area. So how would we go about finding the area of Jason's bedroom? First, we need to start with our fancy formula for area, right? Area, A, equals width times height. So what was the width of Jason's bedroom? How wide, your W, how wide was his bedroom? 9 feet. So the area equals 9 times, and what's the height? How tall is his bedroom? Think of like how tall you are. What's the height? 12 feet, right? So what will we get when we multiply 12 times 9? The area equals 108. What's my unit? Feet. And remember it's area, so we have to say feet squared and put the little 2. Now let's come over and work with John's bedroom. John's bedroom. See up here I have their names and we split it down the middle so we could kind of see whose was who. This is John's bedroom. I went ahead and drew it for us. So John's bedroom, what about it? 8 feet. So it's 8 feet wide. So if this side's 8 feet, we know that this side is also 8 feet by 14 feet. If this is 14 feet long or 14 feet in height, we know this side is also 14 feet in height because it's a rectangle, right? This side is equal to this side, and this width is equal to this width. So let's go ahead and plug in. We only have one fancy formula for area, so we're going to use the same one. Area equals width times height, and I like to write it down to make sure I plug my numbers in the right way correctly. So my area equals, what's my width? John's bedroom is how wide? 8 feet. Nice job, you guys. 8 feet times, what's the height? How tall, how long is this bedroom? 14 feet, exactly. So my area equals what? 8 times 14. You guys can pause if you want an extra second to work that out. The answer would be 112 feet. Good job. And it's area, so we have to put squared, the little tiny 2 up above feet. Am I done? I know our math is just worked beautifully, but are we finished? Who has the room with the larger area? So now we need to do what? We need to do what with 112 feet squared, and 108 feet squared. We need to compare them, right? So which one is bigger, 112 or 108? 112, that's easy. So who has the room with the larger area? Whose room is this? John, right? So down here, to answer the question, we would say, John has the room with a larger area, EA. And then if it asked us why, how do you know that? A lot of these word problems that we work ask, how do you know that? We would say because 112 feet squared is greater than 108 feet squared, right? We could fit 112 little squares if we split this up like this, and we did the 8 and we did the 14 this way. We could fit 112 little squares in his room, right? But in this room, if we split it up 9 and 12 all the way down, and then we colored in all of his little squares, we would only have 108. So if we can fit 112 little square feet in his room, and we can only fit 108 in his room, we know that John has the room with a larger area because 112 feet squared is greater than 108 feet squared. Let's try another one in this next video.